What's up, Saxons?
And welcome back to another season of The Burg.
We're anchors, Colton
and Trace.
Let's get rolling with the first video of the year.
So, Colton, have you ever heard of a labubu?
A what?
A labubu.
No, sounds like something I would name my dog, though.
Well, Drake and Julia are going to tell us the hype about labubus and the impact it has on consumers.
Alright, let's see.
Labubus are the hottest new object of desire, and in today's news package, me and Julia ask all the hard-hitting questions along with a fun little game so that you, the audience, can decide whether or not to buy them. Okay. Alright, let me hand you guys the first one if I can find it. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, catch.
Okay, we got the first one.
Oh, no, I mean, hey,
Well,
looks real, no?
The business practices of Blind Box are almost comparable to those of business tactics used by EA Games in their game Battlefront 2. Now, see, this business practice was halted as it was seen as malicious with intent to get kids addicted in a sort of gambling way. There could be seen with parallels to this due to the fact that these children don't know what they're getting, and they just want that really, really rare one. It'll make them keep wanting to come back. At least, that's what it seems like. With that being said, let's move on to the next round.
Second labubu. Are you guys ready to catch?
yes, we'll catch it this time.
Okay, amazing.
There's also another test we could
Yeah.
do where we count the teeth.
Okay,
So we have
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's a thing I heard where
And
if
the
you
ears are
press-
hard.
Yeah, that too. If you press into the labubu's head and it's like it squishes in, it's fake. Oh. wait, let me see that really quick. Oh my gosh.
We say this is the real one.
You guys say it's the real one? Alright.
Yes. We
Okay.
think so. Why is the forehead like... Wait, try like... Look at the forehead. I want this one!
Oh, he sings, bro.
Look at this. Itchy.
There's been an exaggeration thrown around online that labubus are somehow connected to the occult or Satan in general. Rather, this is the opposite. Labubus are known for having a playful nature, more specifically being tied to Nordic mythology.
I see, alright. Next
Okay.
question. Do you guys think labubus are connected to satanic cults?
For me? Oh, sorry. For me, no. They're just like, little toys.
The cute little
I,
demon creatures?
yeah.
Like,
I don't think it has anything to do with like religion.
okay,
you know.
okay. I would like to ask you guys one more question before we end off here. How long do you guys think this labubu trend will last for in like TikTok, Instagram, those types of things?
I feel like it's already like not trending anymore.
It's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just like old. I'm behind the trend.
Well, at least I now finally know what a labubu is.
Same here. I'm thinking about joining the super fans this year.
You know in the stand it's not called the Fortress, right?
Really?
Yeah, but don't worry. Ben, Kai, and Payne are going to tell us about the new Fortress section.
As you were walking through the halls from class to class, you might have noticed some new posters hung up. Posters talking about the Fortress, with the references to the Superfans Club. But what is the Fortress?
The Fortress is actually going to be the location of where our superfans are joining. So our superfans are not leaving. We love our superfan name. We are keeping that. That is still the people that are there, but the Fortress is going to be the location. That's our student section. We are naming it to bring back our Saxon roots, to have the central location of where our superfans join together to show our unity for our Schaumburg Saxons.
Alright, so now we know the Fortress is the home of the Superfans, but who are the Superfans? What do they do?
The superfans are still going to cheer on our teams. They're still going to lead the charge in cheering on our competitive Saxons. Our super fans are supposed to be loud. They're supposed to be proud and defend the fortress.
We hope that this helps our school culture and builds us up together. We really want to kind of push this idea that brick by brick we are building the fortress, and every brick is somebody that's part of this building, whether it's a student, whether it's a staff member, a teacher. Everyone involved is a brick and a piece of this fortress.
This has been Ben, Peyton, and Kai reporting for the Burg.
Well, whatever the name is, I'm excited to see how big it gets this year.
Same here. I can already feel the energy building up. Hey Saxons, some of you may know that we have a new principal this year.
Me, John, and Hanat had the pleasure of interviewing him, getting to know more about who he is.
Take it away, guys.
What is your favorite part about being the principal?
I think there's a lot of things that are amazing about being a principal in a high school, but the one thing I would have to say is having the opportunity to provide for and support positive experiences for students. Whether it's in the activities and athletics that we provide here in our extracurriculars, whether it's the various supports that we have in our student services department.
That's great to hear. For my next question, what do you think the biggest challenges the school is facing right now?
I think that it can be difficult at times to be a student in a high school. I think just the phase of life for teenagers and certain pressures that are put on all of you, whether it's thinking about what you're going to do in the future with your lives after you're done with high school. There's, I think, also a social media pressure that's out there too that creates this idea of what students or teenagers are supposed to think or believe when that's not necessarily the case. Things get really exaggerated.
Thank you. And for my final question, what is your favorite part about Schaumburg High School, and what do you think the vision for our future is?
Sure. I feel there's a lot of passion here. When I meet with students and staff, everyone talks about how there's a great history here and how there is a great connection here between the community, the students, and the staff. And I believe that, especially when I look at how many staff members in the building actually went to Schaumburg High School. They clearly had a really good experience and they wanted to continue that in their careers. So I think the passion that exists here and the commitment to making Schaumburg High School great is one of the best parts about being here. And the vision for where we go from here, you know, we have it on our walls here at Schaumburg, and we send it out in emails, and we put it out there as often as possible that our purpose, why we're here, is we empower students to grow. We want to make sure every student has the ability to become the best version of themselves. And the vision and how we get there includes that we build meaningful relationships with our students, that we have community here, that we all connect with one another, that we're innovative in our classrooms, that we're inclusive in our classrooms too, making sure that everyone feels like they belong, and that we're always learning. We have that idea, that mentality of continuously learning in our classes. So that means, yeah, when you're past a class, you can still be interested in that and learn, but it also means that you might not always be successful in a class, and you may hit some bumps in the roads and not do so well academically, but you have the opportunity to go back, revisit, and succeed in that area.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure to interview you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Schaumburg, Mr. Mokan.
We're looking forward to a great year with you. High school can be a little scary, especially if you're starting out.
But Jumana, Isa, and Kailia are here to help our new Saxons who may be a little unsure about how to get more involved at Schaumburg this year.
School year goes on, these students are not only adjusting, but also discovering what it means to be part of SHS.
Okay, what mistake did you make as a freshman that you would warn new students about?
To get more involved.
If you could give one piece of advice to freshmen, what would it be?
To not care about what people think.
Starting high school can feel exciting, but also a little overwhelming for freshmen. It's a year full of big changes, from harder classes to new friends and bigger opportunities.
Freshmen, let's go. Time to step up, get involved, and throw yourself out there.
Thanks, guys. Super helpful. Yeah, and good luck to all the new Saxons this year. Me, Mitt, and Leo wanted to give the fans a guide to this year's football season. Let's take a look.
The Saxons 2025 football campaign starts tonight against Antioch High School, so we're here to cover everything from the preseason that you need to know this fall. We'll be interviewing coaches to gather your perfect guide to this season. After going 5-5 last season and making the playoffs for the first time since 2017, the Saxons will look to make it back to the playoffs for the second consecutive year. After bringing back a strong core of returning starters, our Saxons are hoping to shock the conference this year. How do you feel about those returning starters in general this season?
Yeah, there's a handful of kids that are 3-year starters and a handful more that returning starters, and their leadership so far has been awesome. You know, we're thrilled about those guys kind of taking the lead for us to make a run.
I think we have a really good group of young men that are returning starters and returning players that are helping build a good environment for our young players to become better men.
That's great to hear firsthand from our coaches about this season's expectations and goals. Come support your Saxons tonight against Antioch, and let's go back to the desk.
This season is going to be one to remember. Go Saxons!
Couldn't agree more. We can't wait to cheer you on.
Well, that's all for our August show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Burg, and have a great day, Saxons.
Yeah!